Hello everyone, this is Justin from PC Copilots bringing you the second 2-minute quick tip video for our blog. Do apologize for the delay in releasing these, but to be honest, I've been a little busy, so hopefully future videos won't be nearly as, such a long time before release. But regardless, this second video is going to cover creating secure passwords. Very briefly, there are a few different ways to do that, and I do have a few suggestions for you. I know you don't want to hear about how you need to use a secure password. Everyone always tells you that, but really and truly nowadays, you kind of have to have one. First of all. Second of all, it's a lot easier than you think. So the first thing we're going to kind of go over here is just using a good password generator to create new passwords or reset passwords for your account. So what we're going to do here is pull up our browser and go to pctools.com's website. They have a very nice password generator built in on their website. As you can see here, you have a lot of options. I normally never recommend a password lower than 8 characters long, but I almost always recommend, if you can, create one 12 or plus characters long. Of course, you want to include alphanumerical characters, uppercase and lowercase, and you usually want to include punctuation as well. Not every website or application that you use may allow all of these options, in which case you kind of are stuck back in 1995, but if possible, you always want to use one. So if we tell this to give us a password 12 characters long, this is nice. It will show you your phonetics of your alphanumerical characters, and actually it has an option to not include similar characters as well, such as 0, 1, L, and O. So if we go ahead and tell it to generate a password here, it gives us a very nice secure password. As you see, it's very, very hard to crack a password like this, and it gives you your phonetic pronunciation, so it's easier for you to kind of go ahead and learn. That's the first step we're going to go over. A lot of people might not like that necessarily, and it is kind of hard to remember those passwords sometimes. So this next suggestion is to create what's called, or usually referred to as, a passphrase, which is essentially just a very long password. In most cases, you want to create one that is a phrase or sentence of some sort, which is actually makes it really easy to remember depending on how you create it. So we're just going to pull open Notepad here and give you an example, such as if I were creating a passphrase for something, I might do I love to eat at Ably Asian in Jasper! Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. This here is just a basic sentence, obviously, without the spaces. Almost every password you create will not work with spaces, so just keep that in mind. But as you can see, I do use uppercase and lowercase letters in my password here. I do have punctuation. It kind of makes sense being a sentence or phrase. I don't include numbers, but that doesn't really matter too much because I have a very long password here. I mean, this is 9, 11, 16, 20, 5... This is 32 characters long, so that's a very, very long password. All brute forcers, rainbow tables, all that stuff usually won't go above 14 or even at the max 16 characters. So just keep this in mind. It's very easy to remember a passphrase like this, and it's very, very hard to crack, or not impossible to crack, and very, very hard for someone to guess. So that is my second suggestion. My third suggestion kind of goes along with both of these, and this is what's using what's called a password manager. There's tons of them online that you can use, but I recommend using LastPass. It's really one of the best ones you can find. So we're going to go to their website. You can download it for free. They do have a premium version, which most people wouldn't even need, but it does give you a couple of additional options. But what this program does is it's essentially a secure database that you can plug in all of your passwords and actually any other possibly confidential information, and it does not have to be a username and password. It's encrypted, so if you lose your computer, your laptop, if they don't have your master password, then they can't get into the program to access all of your information. So it's very, very good. It ties into almost every single browser, as you can see here. It works for almost everything, including almost every smartphone that I can think of. I'm not going to go into too much about how to set it up because it's very, very easy, and they have videos and kind of how to do it on their website here. But under features, I did want to hit on some notes as to why you really should be using a password manager such as LastPass. Really, the biggest thing is that other than it keeping it encrypted and you only having to remember one master password, you don't have to remember or type in any of your other passwords for any of your sites or anywhere else you have an account online. So that really protects you vastly against different types of malware such as keyloggers and things that might try to obtain your passwords from your settings within your browser. If you tell Internet Explorer or Firefox or Chrome or anything really to remember your passwords and have your browser do that for you, there is malware out there that can obtain your passwords from accessing that particular browser's files where it stores that. So this bypasses that. It keeps it secure so anything like that cannot access all of your account information. It also has options to automatically fill out forms. So if you fill out credit card forms a lot, it doesn't only work with passwords. You can plug in credit card information, so you don't have to type that in. Again, securing you from keyloggers and such. Some other things that is very neat about it is that all of your passwords, your whole database is backed up onto LastPass's server constantly. So if something does happen to your computer, your hard drive fails, you can't recover any data, all of your passwords is still logged into your database on your account on LastPass.com. Very, very nice feature. You can access it from anywhere, so if you don't necessarily have your computer in front of you, you can get that from another computer. Of course, you want to be careful to make sure it's a secure computer before just hopping onto any Joe Schmo's or public computer to access this. But this is extremely nice. It actually also has a built-in password generator. So if you do use LastPass, you can use its built-in generator instead of using PC tools. But that about covers it. So I hope you enjoyed this 2-minute quick tip video, and we will be releasing more shortly. Won't be nearly as long of a wait. Do know I've went over my 2 minutes vastly, but I did want to cover a couple of other things, and really apologize for the delay in releasing the videos. So if you do have a request for any of these 2-minute quick tip videos, please send them to questions@pccopilots.com.